Hello, Sakura, hello. Why are you doing LCD? Why not OLED? Or at least QLED? It's like the old kind of LCD, you know? Like, on my background. Like this one. It should be animated, but for some reason, like background is only animated when you're on lock screen, right? And obviously I can't lock my laptop right now while I'm streaming to demonstrate it. How can I find it? Wait, really? Why? I mean, why is it animated only on lock screen? I don't know. Ask Apple. It's something like that. It looks so cool. There is also cursor from time to time moving around or typing something. Like it's really cool. It's a dumb question to ask, of course. Why can't you lock screen while streaming? I never tried, and I just afraid that like OBS will stop streaming. I can tell if it is. It should not, because when you lock your laptop, it like doesn't kill the processes, right? But I just don't want to try. Also, I'm trying to figure out if I can write JavaScript in a Golang way to make it not that painful. Because for now it feels pretty bad. Grow some balls. Interesting. Wait. Interfaces and factory functions. No, factories is like such a shitty abstraction. Why would I use it? But classes, I mean, I don't like inheritance. But on the other hand, I probably can just ignore it, right? Can. Can I write something like... And here we go, TypeScript. I know we can do like const equal point. Right, so we're basically just making... I don't know how it's called. It's a table, right? Probably it is. X int. Oh, it's a Golang. Number. Y number. So why is there capitalized? What the hell am I doing? What's wrong? Number only refers to a type, but is being used as value here. Huh? Okay, I guess he'll figure out. What are pros and cons? Okay. Okay, my bad. Then it's class. Why not have array of true false? Ah, why you have? It's a screen. Like... I mean, it was the fastest way to do it. I guess. Like, my plan is to write a parser that will take PNGs, detect black pixels or white pixels, and generate an array of booleans from that. I guess it's gonna be sweet. Okay, so what we are doing? We are making class called LCD, right? We are doing everything public because we are not pussies, right? And we will not fuck up everything. Like, what's the point of doing things private? Just access it directly. Constructor. Okay, as far as I understand, it's just an initialization function. So what we are doing here? We are doing this thing. Okay. This dot canvas. This dot canvas width. This dot ctx equals. By the way, do you like see it good? Is it a good layout? Because I mean, I try to scale text a little bit, but I'm afraid if it's still way too small. Okay, I don't need those. It works because there is JavaScript on it. It's a TypeScript. Yeah, I mean, I would also like to use something else, right? The problem is, I'm doing it not just to do it, but I have an idea to like make animated backgrounds on my stream, which I'll be able to draw myself in a pixel art. And because I'm using OBS, the only sane way to add some overlays there is to use HTML. Like, it has browser source. Like, the same way you can see a chat above me right now. It's basically just a browser page with a transparent background. That's how OBS overlays work, right? So if I do this in HTML, I can just seamlessly integrate it into my OBS layout. Plus, Canvas is just fairly well suitable for such things. I mean, I didn't encounter any performance problems for now because I don't have animated loop, right? So we still have to see if it's gonna be better or not. It's same basically. No, it's not. TypeScript is like, I mean, obviously at the end it's always JavaScript, but TypeScript at least doesn't make it that painful. You at least know what you are working with at any time in the moment. Okay. Constructor, right? I guess that's it. What we're adding next? Screen, right? Matrix. Do I call it matrix? It's way too generic name, I guess. Screen. It doesn't describe it perfectly, right? Whatever. Screen is the best I can come up with. Boolean. Oh. Okay, well, I have to ask Gemini. There should be like, I'm pretty sure this matrix underneath is gonna be garbage collector check every time or something else that's gonna like eat a ton of resources, and I'm curious if I can just directly use static arrays from C++, right? Like JavaScript uses V8, which is written in C++. Can I just basically ask for C++ array? I have a huge 2D array of booleans to represent pixels on a screen. In my TypeScript program, is there a way to use some low-level static arrays or anything to make it update as fast as it can, as to make it? Is there a way to use some low-level static array or anything to make it update as fast as it can? Okay, whatever. Can you do just string with... Strings are terrible. Like, strings are... They are not intended for such use. They have overly over-engineered class, and every time you will try to do something with that, it's gonna be for sure a lot of operation under the hood. I mean, I could make it with a bitmap, right? I can make an array of integers, and I can just bit shift integers to push bits in there, which I'll represent as booleans. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be faster in JavaScript. Like, in something like C, it would be the best option to just basically use integers, an array of integers, right? And every integer would be like 64 len, 64 pixels, if it's in 64. And you could just manually add every bit, and it would be the most efficient implementation. But here, I don't know. It would be smaller, like on screen smaller. It would not be actual. Like, it would be, but no, it would not be. Updating it is gonna be so terrible, because strings are static, is gonna reallocate every time. I guess. You can't edit them. I guess. I'm not that strong in JavaScript. Like on screen smaller, it's temporary solution anyway. But why use an array of chars if it's basically the same as an array of booleans? Because, like, true-false looks ugly, but I can make it, like... Can I make const t equals true? Yeah, I can just use it like that. Wait, I'm curious how fucked is JavaScript. Can I do like... No, luckily I can't. Luckily I can't. Let's read it. What can I do to get the best performance? You need 8 array. You int. It's actually what I want, right? Yes, absolutely. The standard JavaScript boolean is an array of arrays, which means memory overhead, yeah, cache location, yeah. To make it faster and more memory efficient, you should use typed array. Specifically, you int a array or potentially manipulate bits within it, yeah, as I thought. Here are common approaches. You int array 1 byte per pixel. That's a lot, I want 1 bit per pixel. This is the simplest low-level improvement. You represent true as 1 and false as 0, okay. Still use 1 byte, 8 bits for 1 boolean. Oh, it's the first one, okay. You int 8 array with bit manipulation, 1 bit per pixel. Yeah, just what I described. This is the most memory efficient approach. You pack 8 pixels into a single byte. Maximum memory efficiency 8 pixels per byte. Continuous memory. Setting, getting, and single pixel requires bitwise operations. Read modify. It's not like I can just wrap them in methods and it should work just fine. Which can be slightly slower than directly. Oh, it can be slower. Writing a byte if updates are very sparse and random. bulk operation like fill rec become more complex to implement efficiently through still possible backend and edge. Yeah, actually, I would rather just use a lot of memory and be fast. Image data. If rendering to a canvas. If ultimate goal is to display this on HTML5 canvas using image data directly or copying your int 8 array data into it is a way to go. Image data uses clamped array for RGBA. But I don't need RGBA, I need only true and false. You could represent your booleans by setting, for example. Yeah, but you can combine this first approach, maintaining your own 1 byte per bool logic, then iterate over it to fill the image data array when it's time to render. Okay. WebAssembly for extreme performance needs, especially for complex bulk updates like Solar Automata and image processing filters. You can write the core logic in a language like C++, but it would not be faster. Like, it's at the end of the day, it will still run in V8. Wasm can directly operate on a array buffer, which is the underlying storage for typed arrays. Interesting. Okay, so what is int arrays? Int 8 array typed array represents an array of 8-bit unsigned integers. The contents are initialized to 0 unless initialization data is explicitly provided. Once established, you can reference elements in array using the objects method or using standard array index. Okay. Of hidden typed array class. Okay, so it's fast just because it's typed, right? But it's still dynamic. It's currently the only typed array subclass that has additional methods compared to other typed arrays. Interesting. Because of its nature as a generic byte array, it is the most suitable for working with arbitrary binary data. It supports 2 sets of methods for the creation, serialization, and modification of data. 2 from hex strings and basic C4 string. That's good. This is good. Okay, so let's use it. So it's gonna be a one-dimensional array. Okay, yeah, so it's just one-dimensional and we calculate the location basically. It should be faster. To this one, D in memory anyway. It depends. If it's static, yes. If it's dynamic, no. Like, I would assume. I don't know about this one, but like as I can see, it can dynamically grow. Or can it? Anyway, if it can dynamically grow, it means that it's not. By the way, it's gonna be the same way with static arrays too. If you make a two-dimensional static array, and if your language do not have first-class support for matrices, right? Like Golang, for instance. Array is just a pointer. So when you make a two-dimensional array, you're just making an array of pointers, which means they are not continuous in the memory. Only this array is continuous, and then it will reference to different segments of memory to get each row. But also it sometimes just simplifies syntax, so sometimes it can worse it. That's why I'm curious about this one. Okay, screen. No, I'm making this dot screen. New. Width times height. Okay, let's think through it. Where do I have Apple retro screen animated wallpaper? How will I store the image? Like, what if I want to make animation infinite? Will I just stack them on top of each other and just iterate through them? Like, so after ending this block, it will just begin from the top once again. Because the other option is to make it... Okay, it just disappears, right? And reappears another. It's actually cool. I'm really afraid of implementing this animation when those squares become large from small. Because it seems pretty hard to make it right. Okay, so we have limited size. We shall pass to the constructor width, height. By the way, why did I close my browser? Where is my browser? Here we go. You can do a loop with seamless transition. Yeah, I mean, like, just stack images, right? So, when it ends, it just reappears from the bottom. That's what I mean, right? Or just begin animation once again. No, I mean, begin animation once again will be noticeable. Like, you will notice the moment animation ends and animation begins once again. I want it, like, to... How do I say? To merge those two images, so, you know? So, like, on the canvas there'll be two images rendered and they will just swap each other every time when you go down. Or maybe, like... Camera will teleport on the top. This is probably gonna be better. But basically it's the same. Seamless transition is just a nice end. Yeah, but like the approach is also good because you can change images. So it has a nice animation of appearing, then it disappears and you can add another image, which greatly improves variety. Honestly, I love the approach more, and it's like my approach is gonna be pretty easy to implement, so I'm worried more about this appear and disappear animation, and it's something I'll target first, I guess. Can I type two values at the same time? I can go. Oh, I can't, right? That sucks. Number. No, I can't. With x height. Yeah. Actually, it kinda triggers me that I can't use single bit for a single pixel. Like, is the performance penalty that big? Whatever, let's just make something work, right? Guess that's enough. I have to move everything that. How do I pass it in? Public pixel size number. No way I have to like type everything. Okay. Gap. Because it's also a question, do I want to make a false color? Like I was thinking about... Like here you can see that disabled pixels, they're like not they're like just absent, right? You can just see the background. But what if I want to make them, I don't know, the same color but very dimmed? Anyway, I guess I'm over-engineering it and I'll be able to edit it later anyway. The priority is to make it work first, right? Color. Pixel. Color. Why is it number? Is there a color? Okay, it's gonna be a string. And why is capitalized number? An object represents a number of any kind. Lowercase number, what is it? It's so weird. Number with number. This. Number, lowercase, is only TypeScript scene. It's a primitive type referring to, well, a number. It's a type, so it doesn't exist in emitted code. Yes, classes of which number is 1 are special. They do two things somewhat universal. They create a JavaScript class usable in emitted code. They also create an interface for this class. Whoa, why would I want it? Just getting data by 1 bit at a time less efficient? Isn't getting data by 1 bit at a time less efficient? It's probably is, that's why I'm not doing that. That's why I'm using 1 byte per pixel. Why so many classes? It's not that bad for now. Welcome to object-oriented programming. I mean, until we don't, like, the moment we are not using inheritance, it's okay. There's just a border we should not cross, okay? Until we not use class inheritance, it's usable. Pixel color. So as far as I understand, like, TypeScript is basically compiles to JavaScript, and as far as I can tell, number will just use built-in JavaScript number, and this one will generate some custom class in JavaScript. Number is for number. JavaScript doesn't have a special runtime value for integers, so there is no equivalent to int or float. Everything is simple number. Okay, but what about why am I using those ancient technologies, right? Number with number in TypeScript. Actually, I should use the model without thinking. It's such an easy question, it should be able to do. Is JavaScript a script type language? Is JavaScript a script type language like Python? What do you mean by script type language? I don't quite... Do you mean like interpreted language? I mean, you can script with everything, basically, if you really want. Yeah, it's interpreted. Like, it runs in a browser, obviously it's interpreted. You basically every time download JavaScript from the internet and it is not compiled, so yeah, it is. And because of that it's so loosey, like you don't even have static types. Let's see. In TypeScript and JavaScript, the distinction between number lowercase and number uppercase is important and relates to primitive types with object wrapper types. What is this? Is a TypeScript and JavaScript primitive type for primitive numbers, including integers, floating point numbers, infinite, and none. Okay, this is what you should almost always use. Okay, this refers to a few things. The number global object. This is a built-in JavaScript object that acts as wrapper for number primitives. Interesting. Constructor function. You can use new number to create a number object as new number 42. This is generally... I love how LLMs use this this Easter egg too, because they're trained on the same data. is generally discouraged. Okay, and namespace for static utility methods. Static utility methods. It provides static methods like number is nan, is finite, parse int, parse float. Okay. Okay, so I'm just using basically the built-in one. Right? Why it isn't though? Isn't though what? Would it be faster to download compiled code? That's the problem, you don't know what you run. That would be a security issue. With JavaScript, you see what you run. And considering we're like talking about something like browsers, when every page you have to download something and download some code. It's crucial. Plus, I guess, which is the most important, is just historical condition. Like it just happened to be that way. The problem is why it's not statically typed. Like that's the problem. It's like it being interpreted is perfectly fine. It's like for browser, I guess being compiled language is gonna harm more than good. But being dynamic, and even like this disgusting dynamic, is just awful. Like Python is dynamic too, but at least it's not that bad. Okay, now I said it. I recalled how bad is Python was to my experience, so I can tell about it. Okay, Python is not bad, but the typing is also shitty there. Not that bad? Yeah, Python is not that bad. Like, oops. The point. The point is that sometimes you have to choose a mainstream language, right? You can't just always write in niche languages. Because if it was the case, everyone would just write in Holy C and like just enjoy their life. I think you know Holy C, right? But usually you have to get work done, right? And even if you're not doing it for the job, but for yourself, for some project you're gonna do, obviously you would want this project to be maintainable, and you would want other people to help you to maintain this project. And that when you obviously, like, to promote other people helping you, you better use some popular language. It's actually a reason why almost everything is written in JavaScript, even when it shouldn't be. And Python, among all the popular languages, Python is okay. Like, what popular interpreted language is better than Python? How the most popular programming languages? Take your words back? Why would I? JavaScript, which is interpreted and is bad. HTML, CSS is not a programming language. Python is okay. SQL is a DSL. TypeScript is okay. Bash shell is not okay. Java, like, why would I use it? C#. Actually, C# is good. Like, it's also interpreted. Oh no, it's not interpreted, right? It's... Yeah, I mean, you can count it as interpreted language if it runs in virtual machine. If it translates to bytecode like Java. So I guess, yeah. C# is also good. But it doesn't have the same level of popularity as Python or JavaScript. So you obviously will... Like, if I had if I had to choose JavaScript or Python, I'll choose Python. And quite often you just don't have other choices in such questions. C++, C, PHP. Also here that PHP, like new versions of PHP are pretty good. PowerShell, Go, Rust, Kotlin. Kotlin is Java but better, which I guess. Java is interpreted. Hello, Infermigo. What are you debating with him about? I said that Python is okay. Because Python is okay among like popular languages, especially interpreted. And Sakura tells me like, take your words back. I mean, like really, look at all these languages. The top one. Choose only like loosely interpreted languages. And you'll have to choose between JavaScript and Python. And obviously I would rather use Python. If I had a choice to use C#, I would probably use C#. But yeah, I hate JavaScript. Everyone does. So don't hate me. Yeah, luckily TypeScript makes it a little less painful. Pixel color, okay. What's next? So hard to think. Shadow color. I don't need shadow color, it will be just black. Shadow blur. I don't think I'll... But I guess maybe it's just styles. Make another class. Make class and class and class. And then wrap it in another class. And then make an object and then wrap it in class one more time. Okay, public. Shadow. Shadow. And it's gonna be type. Type. It's so upsetting that JavaScript don't have structs. Like it would make things so easy. Here the C# is like pretty version of Java. It's basically Microsoft Java. Yeah, C#. I mean, I have little experience using it. Mainly like since like Unity. And I saw some videos with C# code. And it used to be good, like really. I would rather use C# than Java. But also, if I had ultimate choice, I would choose Golang as a main language, right? Because, I mean, it's not perfect. There are a lot of things that I hate about this language, but it has the best set of trade-offs, among others. So Go would be the main one. I would use Zig for low level, right? Rust for security. And I guess JavaScript. I really want to say Python for like loosey language. But with JavaScript you can do web. And web is a huge part of user interfaces. And it just simplifies a lot. Are you using TypeScript? Oh, for your website? Ew. No, it's like... getting back to this. You can basically just read my stream title. Type shadow, right? Is that how I do it? What we're adding here? Color. String. Blur. Is it a number? Yes, it is. Number. I guess blur is... Wait. Is that how you write blur? That's how they write blur. How do you... I will stop. I don't believe you. That's blur, like it's four letters, right? Meaning. Make become unclear. Yes, it's blur. It's blur. Blur. Okay, number. What else? Offset x, x and y. Offset x. Number. Why do I have comma here? Offset y. And I guess I can make the same for pixel. pixel style, gap, size, number, gap number, and the same for on string for color. Okay, looks pretty good to me. Pretty neat. Pixel style, shadow style. Nice, looks clean. I don't like that it's called pixel, but okay. Then I have to init everything here. With height, pixel, pixel style, shadow style. Okay. This dot pixel equals pixel dot shadow equals shadow. Then we are adding some methods. Okay, what do we want to do with that? We have to use minimal amount of methods to do everything we possibly can. I guess draw polygon is something we need, right? I have it here. Or is it? Yeah, but it's gonna be private. Private. And it's gonna be used in public draw. Which will... I don't need to pass ctx. This.ctx. Color. I don't need color. I'm using this dot pixel dot color. Points. Points is something I need. Oh, I don't have plane, right? I need plane. Public plane. Plane. Can I merge them in one scene? I guess I can. Why wouldn't I do that? It actually should work better. Or is it? Okay, I like I'm way too into refactoring right now when I don't even have working code. Plane. I need plane, so it will basically just describe the way screen will be rotated, right? So like here it has a slight angle from the camera, which is what we want. And then I'll also need some animation data, at least in which direction we're gonna move. Draw. I have it somewhere here. Render metrics. Okay. Okay, looks good to me, And I can just copy paste it. Oh, why so many errors? Huh? Why can I... Damn, I fucking hate VS Code. I really have to switch to NeoVim. I have to switch to NeoVim. I'm just... The performance hit is so huge, I just can't. Okay, the main reason I wasn't using Neovium is because I was using NixOS, and there you can't use early configurations like lazy Vim. And you have to basically do it all manually, and I wasn't mature enough to understand how to do it manually. And I just skipped Neovium, right? But now I'm on macOS, so I guess I can do it just use Neovium. This.ctx Quirk tank. What the hell? Okay. Canvas with, canvas hate. Okay. This dot. Matrix land. Do we have matrix? It's called screen now, right? Do I have? No. Screen land. Oh, we have a problem now. The matrix before was a two-dimensional array, but now it's one-dimensional. So we have to make a logic to index it. That means we can either wrap it in a separate class. We can attach methods to uint 8 array, or we can just add method here. Why don't I have music? You know, I love SoundCloud so much. Like, it's not here. Okay, we're doing it this way. Will it work? It's so hot here, I'm gonna die. It was 46 degrees? Damn, is it like even life-safe condition? You basically just need to live in the fridge to survive it. Why it doesn't work? Okay. Plan B. Move to more northern country. Wow, Sakura, you're so helpful. Like, your suggestions always. Like, easily applicable. Moving to Canada. Yep. Music. Head Bob Beats. Endless Sunday. Okay, good enough. Huh? Gateway timeout. The request could not be satisfied. We can't connect to the server for this app or website at the time. There might be too much traffic or a configuration error. Wow. Try again later or contact the app or website owner if you provide content to customers through CloudFront. Interesting. So SoundCloud is down, right? -10 to -15. Insane. It's not that bad. Like, -10 degrees is bearable. Also, it's not gonna be always -10. No, you're gonna freeze. Let me drink some water. Going from -2 to -10, -15 is definitely a good amount. Are you what, a pussy? Or something? Because you see to be one. Unlike you, no. That was painful. That's why I'm moving to Canada. Okay. Okay. What I was doing? Oh yeah, I need to index screen, right? I want to make separate method. What you int 8 array has like screen dot bytes per element symbol at. Okay, at is like just indexing, right? Buffer, byte length, byte offset, byte offset. What is byte offset? The offset in bytes of the array. Okay. Like, is it the memory offset? If so, like, what's the point? Copy within entries every fill. Find for each includes index piece. And map, reduce, reverse, set, slice, sum, source, array. Okay, I have to wrap it. Class. Matrix. By the way, classes are capital, right? I can see. They all use capital for classes. LCD. Oh, is someone hurt? Oh, why are you so toxic, brother? Like, really, you're way too toxic. Can you map to D array over one D array like in C? Natively, probably no. I mean, I said, like, it has to be natively supported by the language. And as we know, JavaScript is not a language which is targeted for high performance operations. Can you map to the array over one D array in Java in TypeScript as in C? Let's see. No, I'm just playing around. I'm not being toxic. I'm just in the mood for fun. Always back to being normal. Okay. That's good to know. Let's wait. Okay. Yes, you can achieve a similar effect in C. What the hell? I asked in TypeScript. Can you map to the array over one D array like in... Oh, I didn't ask. In TypeScript is like in C. In TypeScript like in C. Okay, good enough. Sakura, couldn't you like write a correct question so I can just copy and paste it and it will work? Always have to do it myself. Like really. Okay guys, so we're waiting. Oh, here we go. Yes, you can achieve similar effect in TypeScript, but not the exact same low level. Yes, that's what I expected. In C, you can take a pointer to one D array and cast it to a pointer to it, yeah. Vector is in local memory, yeah. TypeScript and JavaScript doesn't have explicit pointers to memory. Okay, so in this manner, arrays are objects, and the internal representation is managed by JavaScript engine. Yes, that's what I expected. However, you can create a wrapper class. Yes, that's what I'm doing right now, right? Utility function. Yes, that's what I'm basically doing right now. Okay, it did everything for me. Should I do it? Like, I can just copy-paste it. Shut up, English hard. No, it's not. Like, you're speaking German. You're speaking Dutch. You know, it's much harder than English. Okay, I can't tell about much, but it's harder than English, so... You're... Okay. Okay. Array to D view. Why the hell is it called array to D view? Matrix. Type. Okay, I guess I'm okay with it being generic. I don't really care. Let it be generic. I'm thinking 2 steps further. What do you mean? Like, I didn't get the joke. Has I missed something in the previous conversation? Private data. T array. No, it's not. Oh, I can make it generic, right? Yeah, I can't make it generic because I'm using uint8 array. Body uint8 array. Let's fucking go. Read only rows calls. So it's like private but not private, right? So it's like you actually can access it, but you just can't write it. Why would I use like private then? I would just make it read only. It's what a terrible syntax. You have code for wrapper from my question that you asking tonight, but yeah, all the heavy lifting has like AI done has all the. Okay, English is hard. I agree with you. I take my words like English is hard. I did all the heavy lifting. That's the point. Constructor. Data. Can I make it optional? I don't know. Can I make data parameter in a constructor optional? Let's see. Oh, it's gonna be just undefined, right? So I'm basically just making it uint 8 array, or it is undefined. Boom. Isn't question mark operation? For an optional parameter, the parameter might be undefined, yeah. So it's pretty much the same as I wrote, right? I just can make it shorter with question mark. Can I? Oh, wait. It's not. Damn, that's formatting is so shit. Constructor. Initial value, yep. Why it has like two? You know, whatever. I'm just doing it my way and we'll see if it breaks. If it breaks, it breaks, right? Oh, I'm doing it here. Yeah, here we go. And we call it body. Why? Or is one stick? Hurts my eyes. It's not or. Like, it's not. Or is reserved for if statements. And this is like type operation, so it's basically not literally or. Okay. Also, you are a liar. Like, you clearly have some heavy computer science background and telling me that you like don't have nothing to do with computer science and you are a mechanical engineer when you don't even use CAD. I have few lectures in mechanical engineering. How often is C? How can I say it? The opposite of studied. Is it like teached, right? It's teached and teach? Wait. How do I write teach? Teached. The hell? Teacher. Teached. Teach. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Teach. The. Teached. Okay, so it's not teached past tense. It's extra okay. Okay. What I was doing? Okay. Right. You was just way too triggered with this. Okay, body. Rows, calls. That's what I need. And nothing else. If data len unraised too small for specific dimension. Actually, I'm curious. Like, I'm using a pretty stretchy loosey language. Can I make it so I can either take rows and calls or either take a body, right? Otherwise it's gonna be an error. Yeah, I mean, I probably see how can I do it, but it's gonna be painful, so... Actually, why would I want body? Like, fuck it. You know? It simplifies everything so much. This, body. And what do I do? New. Oh. So we are just copying and pasting it, right? Where am I? Huh? Oh, here we go. Oops. Rows and calls. Yeah, looks good to me. Get index. Row, column. Number. If row less than 0 or more than rows, throw new range error. Damn, it's so bad. Why does it throw it? Like, why can't I just return it as a value here? I can go in. Wait a minute. TypeScript errors as values. Wait a minute. I remember seeing at some point that you can hack TypeScript to use errors as values. Okay, why the hell am I even using Google? Like, really? Like, fucking really. And why am I using this one if I don't need it to be that good, right? Okay, it makes syncing, but I'll set syncing budget to something like, I don't know, 124k. Is there a seamless... How do I write seamless? Seamless way to implement errors as values in TypeScript. Let's see. Why is this a seamless recommended explicitness? Type safety. No uncut exceptions. Expected failures like invalid, but a handout as normal data flow, readability or predictability, composability, error type safety. Comparison to other approaches. The error simple union less explicit, you still need instance of error checks, and error itself is designed for throw. It doesn't clearly distinguish between value and error's value. Okay. Value T, undefined. Error E, undefined. Go style tuple. Okay. Verbose, less type safe. TypeScript doesn't prevent you from accessing value even if... Okay. Throwing exceptions. Leads to opaque control flow. Yeah, you have to trace the call stack to know where an exception might originate. Yeah, in the type system. FBTS, a comprehensive functional programming library for TypeScript, is a never throw specifically designed for result type. Test results distributed. Never throw. Type safe errors for JavaScript. Let's fucking go. Encode failure into your program. Nice. This package contains a result type that represents either success, okay, or failure error. asynchronous tasks never throw offers a result async, but can't I just like make my own result? Whoa, brother, why it's so complicated? Okay. So what we are doing here, we are creating a new file called result.typescript. Example. So that's it, right? Help a function for seamless creation. Create a successful result. Now, let's see. Success is okay and value. Failure is okay and error. Why it has okay? Oh, it's by default true. Wait a minute. So it's like constant, but it's a type. What the hell is happening here? Can you explain in details result implementation? It's so hard to write implementation in TypeScript. Why especially the okay part in success and failure? Let's see. Throwing exceptions here, running null or undefined. Errors as values with results, yeah. Defining the success and failure branches. The result type will a union of two distinct types, one for success, one for failure. Each of these types needs a specific piece of data. For success, the actual value returned to success, yeah. For failure, the error information. A way to distinguish between them at runtime. This is job for the OK property. This discriminant always literally true. Discriminant? What the hell? Wait a minute. The OK property discriminant. The OK property is linchpin of this pattern. What is linchpin? I don't even know what this word is. Is a fastener often a pin used to secure wheel? Okay. I guess I see. It serves as a discriminant in a TypeScript discriminated union. Okay, it explains. What is discriminated union? A discriminated union is a union type where each member of the union has a common singleton literal property that allows TypeScript to determine which member of union you're currently dealing with. What the hell? Discriminant is from word discriminate. You're welcome. Okay. Okay, poor Pythagore. What I was doing? Oh, okay. Discriminated union is a union type where each member of the union has a common singleton literal property that allows TypeScript to determine which member of the union you're currently dealing with. Okay. In our result example, common property, both success and failure have property named OK, singleton literal values. In success, OK is literally true. It cannot be false or any other boolean. Okay, so it's constant basically. How TypeScript uses OK for type narrowing. Seamless. This is literal typing. OK is crucial. When you perform a check on result OK within an if statement, TypeScript control flow analysis immediately understands which branch of the union you are in and narrows the type accordingly. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Let's try this. If b is 0, okay, false, error cannot divide by 0. Okay, true value. But this one is like ridiculous. Oh, I have functions for that, right? Yeah, I have functions for that. False or any other boolean. Is there no the true and false? Is there a the true and false? What do you mean? More than true and false. I mean, it depends on what computer you are working with. Like, if you're using a quantum computer, probably yes. Luckily enough, I'm not using quantum computers, so the answer is no. TypeScript result best implementation. Okay, let's go. Croc result. What? It's gonna be the same as mine, right? Those monarchs. Like I'm a functional programmer. Failure, tech, success. Okay, so it's the same, but it uses tech. Mine is cleaner, I like mine. Those tabs are just killing me. Okay. Key void. E unknown. What the hell? Okay. Okay, looks good to me. Now I have to import it. Import result. Can I? Result.ts. Obviously I can't. I have to make it public, right? I kinda miss the part why you're bothering with that error types. Okay, so every programming language, most of the programming languages have error handling. Like I say most because C, like for some reason doesn't have it. Like it has, but it's not first-class citizen. There are generally two ways of doing error handling. It's exceptions and errors as values. Just don't make errors, duh. Obviously, it's like... Never mind. So I'm just... JavaScript uses exception errors, which are just terrible to use. And this is a way to add simulation of errors as values at results, like a monad. To use errors as values, which is gonna simplify debugging greatly. You basically can just can't ignore an error, right? So with JavaScript, it throws an error, but you can just like, I don't care, whatever. But with result, you can't, because you will not access the data until you check for error. So it forces you to check error. And also it provides you the location at which error happened. Where error happened. But I don't know how to import in TypeScript. How? Wait. How to import in TypeScript? Export. Yeah, I need to export first, right? What do I need to export? Everything? Export. How do people do that? How? Like, there should be a way to export them at once, all of them, to make them a single, I don't know, not class, but anything. TypeScript, result, type. include result. I want to hit the microphone with my head, but I can't do this because my arm just just goes down under the weight of my head. There was a package library. Not this one, but okay. I'm just curious how he does it. Import result. There's only result. Write a simple yet idiomatic write a clean yet idiomatic result type in TypeScript to be import automatic result library result type library in TypeScript to use as TypeScript. Okay, that's good enough. Oh, actually it's already late. It's like 8 PM. Why is it so huge? What the hell? Interface, okay. Read only tag. Okay. Read only value. Error. Result. It exports everything. Const result. Oh, that's an interesting one. Okay. It's a function. Error. It's a function. Is okay. Is a function. Yeah. Is error. Map. Huh? Okay, that's pretty cool. Map error. Flat map. Rails. Okay. Okay. Import result. Nice. Nice! We are getting back. We are so back. It returns result with. Yes, that's how I'm using it. Type result. Type number or error. Give me an example. Divide. Result error. Okay, that's good. I like it. It's string. Return result dot error. I had a nice string here. Return result dot error. Nice. Else return result dot okay. Roll times these calls plus call. Huh? What the hell? It should be index in body, isn't it? Oh, it's because it's get index and not index, right? and it's private. Oh, okay. But that's weird, why would I want it? This.body. Nice, it works. Result. Number. Can I like you int 8? No, it can't, it will just be number. And string. Oh, that's why I need to get index, my bad. This data result number string. Error if error result is error, right? Oh, I have to wrap it. It's not going. Return error. Yeah, else we're doing result dot okay. This data error body. This number cannot use as index type. Okay, number dot value. Oh, this dot value, I don't like it. But okay. Damn, we are typing it hard. Like, instead of writing the code, I'm writing types. Is that what they were talking about? When I heard about TypeScript, that everything I do is just types. Okay, now. I'm doing the same here. R. Is error return? If not, equals error.value. Oh, it will return just. But what if I don't want? Okay, I guess. What does it return? Like, void? It has to be a number. Void. Okay. Return. Result. Void. How do I make new? Okay. Void. Okay. Number. Body. Void. Undefined. Okay. Okay, I guess it should be good. Yeah, and I guess it's all for today, right? Sakura. What I found? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. Weird headers. Yeah, that's really great. That's really cool. How you going? Yeah, that's really, brother. Okay, I guess I'm done. Thank you for coming. It was a great stream. I hope you feel the same way. And I guess see you tomorrow then. Bye.